Well, hi there. Now, you might be wondering where's a certain TTS. I'm working on it. I've been working on it for the past couple days. It's not easy. The script I got done in about a couple months. The way that you make these things, sometimes it's a pain, and I'm doing it a certain way, and it's even more of a pain. Like, help me. Anyways, well, today we're actually talking about something else. Have you ever wanted to play tabletop with your friends, but you don't have a place that you could do it? Well, yeah, you could certainly do that if you're at your house and your friends only live a block away. But what about your friends online? What do you do then? Okay, I know the certain quick little thing. It's called Owlbear Rodeo, and it's how I've been doing it for the past couple times with this, and how I'm going to be doing it in the next couple more. It's basically just a couple things you're going to need. You're going to need Owlbear Rodeo. You're going to need some type of token maker. There's also two websites. Well, one's a website, one's an app, and that's it. And it's pretty self-explanatory and pretty easy to follow. So let's start off with Owlbear Rodeo, shall we? Once you load into Owlbear Rodeo, which by the way, all the links to these are in the description. When you load into Owlbear Rodeo, this is the usual open page that you'll see. And most of this is actually accurate. They even have a docs situation where you can actually go in and look at what this is. Or at least learn the basics. Now, with that being said, the best thing is I've already loaded in, and you're supposed to log in through here. There will be a big login button right there. This is where it gets really cool. If you scroll down, it actually shows you what the heck they're doing. There's animated maps that you can get as well, and a couple other things too. Now, this for D&D is pretty cool, and it even works on mobile devices. But this is where this ends, and this is where Wart 40k happens. After you click on this button, you'll be brought into this. Now, you might be wondering why this is down a little bit more than what it should be. Well, it's because it shows my email address, and I don't want to give you guys that. So, as you can see, subscriptions, I'm a nestling, I'm free, and you get 2 rooms with this. That's pretty cool, right? That's actually really cool. So after you make a room, you actually can edit it, but you can't edit the name, so don't do that. Make sure that you edit the name before you open the room. Now, for this you can get tracks, but I say the dice and the colored rings is the only real things you're gonna need. After you enter it, you basically can, as you can see, this is one of the maps that me and a couple other guys were just playing around with just to get everything going. But here's where it gets cool. You actually can drag and drop new maps onto, well, areas. So you can actually have this, and then over here you can have another one like this. So yeah, you can actually do a lot with this. Now, here's where it gets really cool. If you go down to scenes, you actually can drag and drop it, and you'll be put to another scene. It's really interesting. As you can see, this is a usual map that I usually play with whenever we do Dawn of War style, because it's a lot easier for me to get this going. Now, what about the tokens? Well, here's the cool part. Over here, there's a thing called characters, and inside, as you can see, I have all my armies right here already taken care of. As you can see, I have vigilators, I've got watch captains, I've also got inquisitors, and Count Gordrago, and an Orion dropship, which should be about that big. So yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. Now, how do I get something like this? How do I set this up? Well, that's where you go to any type of token maker. Me, personally, I use Roll Advantage token stamp, which that's pretty much what I do. First, you're going to choose a border like this or like this. I prefer round. Some people prefer squared. It's fine. So then you go into here and then you choose image. I'm going to choose this guy, the Son of Malice character picture I found. I just put him into that circle. Alright, once I have him there, I press download, and look, it's downloaded. Now, you go back to Owlbear and hit this button, which is Manage Assets. When you manage assets, it pops up this. You go over here to Add. Then click to upload, and that's it. There you go. Do not touch any of this. This actually works completely fine. You can tweak it later, but do not touch this. And boom, it's in. Now, you see these little pencils on the bottom part of this? Now, you can hit this and actually type in what you want this to say when you pull it out. So, I'm just going to put Son of Malice. And then all you have to do is press enter to drop another one. And then you could do the standard movement, save, and stuff like that. And then just go down here and put in his movement, which should be 6 inches. And then his save should be like 2+. And there you go. Now you actually can see where you actually got all of that done. Now you hit the save and it's saved. So I can come back into here. Hey look, there's the Son of Malice token. Hey look, Son of Malice MSV 6 inches, save on 2. There you go. Now for token sizes, you basically could talk to your buddy who you're playing against to actually make the token size what. For us, we've decided that it's usually just about 1 inch is right about there. It's right where 1 inch turns into 2 is about right where we want the infantry minis to be. When it comes to bigger things like this, we basically said 3 to 4 inches is fine. And when it comes to the Titans or the big boys like this one, we've basically decided 15 inches is perfect for this. So yeah, it's basically comes down to what you and your guys want. I almost forgot to mention this. When it comes to this, Owlbear actually comes with some really cool tools. You actually have stuff like this, which is lasso, which you can actually just choose an entire unit, and the measurement tool. This is where it gets cool. You can ruler basically tells you how many inches, but if you choose movement, it actually allows you to choose how far you're going to move, because now look at that. I know how far I can move because it's actually telling me where the point of origin. So I don't have to sit there with this ruler and just go, So yeah, it's actually pretty interesting. Now here comes the thing. Well, I got all this stuff. I got everything I needed. However, the problem is, well, what do I do for armies? I don't want to pay GW arm and a leg, and most of the stuff that I want to do isn't even on their website. Well, good for you. We have New Recruit. New Recruit is a miniature army builder. It's pretty freaking cool too. Basically, you just go in and you say build. I want to build something. It will tell you to log in, but as you can see, I'm already logged in, so it's completely fine. All you have to do is create a new list, and there you go. You can choose all of the factions, more or less. You're a Chaos player, choose Chaos, and then you can choose whatever you want to use. If you're a Imperium player, you can choose a Sortus, Custodes, Mechanicus, Titanicus, and a couple other things too. Adeptus Astartes, all the Space Marines. Xenos, all the Xenos. It's a really cool little place to build an army list. I myself have already did, and I made a Grey Knight, 1,000-point Grey Knight army. It's pretty good. Pretty alright. Now this is where it gets cool, because you actually can configure the size. You can go all the way up to Onslaught, and also if you go over points, it doesn't really matter, because here's the cool part. It will actually tell you can't have certain characters doubled onto it. Like, there you go. Like chaplains, it tells you how many chaplains you can actually do, and it gives you their stats and everything else in between. It even tells you how much, it even gives you their enhancements, and you can actually choose warlords. Now, here's where it's a little bit of a drawback. There is a payment thing for stratagems, where you have to support New Recruit. I'm not really a fan of this. However, if you want, you can actually just look up stratagems on... I'm not joking when I say this. You could just look up stratagems on a PDF file. They're out there. I know they are. This is just so that way you could build your army. Now, here's the cool part. I have all this stuff. I got the owlbear. I got the tokens. I got the army. Where do I get all of the other stuff? Like, you know, what type of way we're going to fight, what type of way we're going to battle. That's where I suggest tabletop battles. Tabletop battles is probably one of the easier things to work with. It's not that hard, it's really easy, and it is a good app. Now, I will say this, I've used it in multiple battles before, and it tells you everything. It's a pretty good app. It's completely free, there's no payment. You can pay for some stuff, but mostly all the actual internal things for it are completely free. Go check it out. It's really good. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this stuff actually helped you so you can play with your friends across Discord. Also, don't forget that all of these are in the description. You can find all of these links in the description for this type of stuff. And yeah, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and join the Discord. You can come in and say hi to all of us. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching. As always, remember, for the Emperor!